how's it going, guys? Let's see what keys are coming out for September 11th, 2019. All right, so first up, we're going to have Venom issue number 18. It's going to have a couple of really cool Absolute Carnage tie-ins, which I'm trying to avoid all the spoilers online because there's already spoilers popping up because I'm trying to catch up on my Venom. And then I got to read, issue 2 of Absolute Carnage. I got to catch up on my reading, but if you're picking these books up, they're pretty cool, man. And then that Venom issue 18, I know I shouldn't be talking about variants, but it's going to have that variant, that wraparound cover that looks pretty damn cool, man. I gotta say, it does. That damn Silver Surfer, man, it opened Pandora's box, and now I'm interested in these wraparound covers. And then next up, we're gonna have Sword Masters issue number 3 with a first appearance of Chai Yu, who's, I am assuming, a god of war, which I'm not reading this. I keep looking at the artwork and it kind of reminds me of some type of anime, so I'm not sure what this book's even about. If the trade comes out and I'm able to see it in the store, I'm definitely gonna pick it up because I kind of want to see what this is about. Maybe it's a good story, maybe it's not. I haven't really reading any manga or manga, however you pronounce it, but if Marvel's putting out a book that's kind of like anime that might be good, I might be interested because I love watching anime shows. And then next up, we gotta have Powers of X issue number 4, which, like I said in the last 6 videos 4 or 5 videos, it seems like everything that's House of X, Powers of X, or Powers of 10, or whatever the hell it's called, it seems like everything is gonna have some type of significant key event, something grand happening in it, and everyone keeps talking about this book. So if you're not picking it up, you're probably like me, who's waiting on the trade for it. The book I won't be waiting on a trade for is King Thor issue number 1, which this is gonna be a pretty cool book. That's only gonna be, I think, like a 4-issue mini-series with a futuristic Thor and Loki. I'm not too sure what's going on. The only thing that's pulling me into this book is that variant cover by Gerald or Jaffard or something like that. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Zafino, man. I love hey, man, I love your artwork, dude. Like, Zafino kills it every time he drops. Look, I'll be on my pre-order list, and if I can't even see the cover, if I just see his name, I instantly add it to the pre-orders. So I'll be waiting for this book in the mail. I think it's a 1 in 25 or 1 in 35 or some crazy Marvel ratio variant that they be coming out with. But hey, his artwork's worth it. And you know, since I'm picking it up, I'm gonna take a little stab at the story, and hey, I might pick up another Marvel book. Who knows? And then next up, we're gonna get a first appearance of Old West Moon Knight, which I have no idea what that means, but it's gonna be in the Moon Knight annual issue number 1, which seems like a lot of talk about Moon Knight, I guess because of the movies coming out. I'm not too sure. I don't watch a lot of Marvel movies, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, a lot of talk about damn Moon Knight lately, which is pretty cool. Finally getting the props he deserves, you know? And then next up in Loki issue number 3, we're gonna get a first team appearance of the Children of the Eternity, which I don't know what that means. But I heard this book has been great. I heard issue 1 was really good. I didn't hear anything about issue 2. If you're reading Loki, make sure to comment down below. Is issue 2 good? Because ever since I heard the reviews for the first issue, I'm waiting for the trade so I can pick up the trade. And damn, man, these Marvel books are growing on me, huh? Then next up, we're gonna have Invisible Woman issue number 3, where we're gonna have a first appearance of Enemy Agent, which sounds pretty cool, and the cover looks pretty cool with her in that blue dress, and she's surrounded by all the guys in the little penguin suits. You know, it looks very classy. Yeah, I extended the pinky out because I'm classy. Hey, I got a suit. What's up? All right, next up, I know this book spiked with like issue number 8 with that first appearance of Star. We got Captain Marvel issue number 10, where we're gonna get the first battle between Star and Captain Marvel, and they're gonna duke it out. They're gonna fight each other. What's gonna happen? Only time will tell, and we're gonna find out, right? And then next up, we're gonna have Absolute Carnage Symbiote of Vengeance issue number 1, which has to do, it's an Absolute Carnage tie-in with Ghost Rider. I'm not too sure with this and how this is gonna go or plan out, but hey, seems kind of cool, you know? Who doesn't like Ghost Rider? And I even heard there's a Ghost Rider book coming out in November, October? Sounds pretty cool. I know Rod Just Rican in his comics was telling me about that, and I didn't pre-order it, but now I'm starting to think, you know what? Maybe I should have. Maybe I should listen to Rod, you know? Like, he's like a fine wine, you know? He knows a thing or two because he's been around for a year or two. All right, and then we're gonna get Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 10, which is gonna have an origin story in there, where we're gonna have a new first appearance. So a bunch of stuff going on in this issue. I already heard a bunch of people talking about this on like Saturday and Friday. So hey, if you're picking up Miles Morales Spider-Man, might be the time to pick it up. Or you know what, if you've been reading it, great, just keep it on the pool, you know. Or if you're just out hunting, you know, you see the book around, you might as well just pick it up, right? You know, I read the first 2 issues. I'm like, I'm not gonna read this book, and I keep picking it up. I don't know why. I have a stack of Miles Morales books I haven't even read yet. I should probably get to that. And then the last and final book coming out from Marvel this week that's going to have a key significant event is going to be that Silver Surfer issue number 4, which I'm seeing is having an origin story of Galactus, which sounds pretty cool. But man, I hate talking about variants, but that wraparound variant cover looks pretty damn cool, man. So you know, hey, fingers crossed, I'm able to pick it up, right? So that goes ahead, and we're gonna push off the Marvels to the side because we already knocked them out. Man, there's a bunch of them. We got a couple DC, a couple Indies. So let's wrap this baby up. All right, so for DC, we got Young Justice issue number 8, where we're gonna get the first team appearance of evil Young Justice from an alternate Earth, which sounds pretty cool. You know, we're gonna have the good guys versus the bad guys, and they're gonna duke it out. And I heard Naomi's supposed to be in this book. I'm not sure if she already made her appearance or if she's going to make an appearance in this issue or in the next issue or in the issues to come. I know she just came out in Action Comics, which is pretty damn cool. So hey, might be worth picking up. All right, and then next up, we're gonna have DC's Gotham City's Monsters with Frankenstein, Killer Croc, Orca, Lady Clayface, Andrew Bennett, and a possible cameo appearance of the Red Phantom. But I don't know. I don't know who's excited for this book. I haven't heard anyone talk about this. It doesn't sound too good to me, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's a really good book. Let me know down below. Is this on your radar? Are you going to be picking this up? And if you do pick it up, make sure to comment down below after you pick it up and read it. And let me know if it's worth a buy or not. All right, and then next up, we're going to have Art Germ issue number 15. Art Germ issue number 15. Catwoman issue number 15. This is going to be Art Germ's final cover for Catwoman. I believe he did what, all 15 issues of these, which has been pretty much all cover buys at this point. But hey, this is kind of like a significant event because the cover artist who's been doing this is like now stopped. And who's next up? I'm not even sure. Are you a Catwoman fan? Are you reading this down below, or are you just buying it for the covers? Let me know. And then that book that was hot, that Batman 77, the second printing is coming out this week. For those of you who weren't able to pick it up, now's your chance to go and get it. And then for those of you who did pick it up, we're gonna have issue 78 coming out, which is gonna deal with that whole aftermath of what happened in issue 77. I don't know if you guys don't know about it, so I don't want to talk about it. But I don't think it was that big of an event, but it seems like a lot of people went crazy about it. But you know, and so that's it for the DC books. So we knocked out the Marvels, we knocked out a couple of DCs, and then we're gonna finish off with a handful of indies. So let's get to it. So we're gonna have a second printing of a variant for Something Is Killing the Children, which I heard was it was a pretty good book. Happy I was able to get that Jenny Fresden cover, so super cool. And then speaking of second print, we're gonna get Usagi Yojimbo issue number 1, second printing, which is pretty damn cool. And if you don't know anything about Usagi Yojimbo, go ahead and click this little card up here, or I think it's gonna be up here, and it's gonna take you to a video that says who are they, Usagi Yojimbo, and it's gonna go over everything about that character, key issues, a jumping on point, whole bunch of cool stuff. And then speaking of IDW, they're coming out with Pandemic issue number 1, which is about like scientists and military people coming together, or military specialists coming together to fight like a shadow government. And hey, it could be cool. That cover looks kind of crazy, you know? Let me know, is this book on your radar? You know, we did talk about second printings, but let's talk about a fourth printing. We got Once and Future issue number 1, fourth printing coming out with a whole new cover that looks pretty damn cool. And I know a lot of people weren't too happy about, hey, second printing, third printing, fourth printing, fifth printing, sixth printing. And hey, as long as there's a market for it and people are buying it and people are enjoying it, hey, have at it, right? And then to wrap all this stuff up, the last key coming out this week is coming out of Scout Comics. It's gonna be Midnight Sky issue number 1, which, hey, Scout's been putting out some pretty good books, man. That Red Winter, man, I can't wait for issue 4 to drop. You know, I've been enjoying that one a lot. But no, they've been dropping some pretty good books, so I'll be picking this one up if I'm able to see it. If I'm not sure if I'm gonna hunt for it. I think I'm gonna wait for some reviews to come out about it so I could actually hear what exactly this book's about, because I read a synopsis and it didn't really drag me in, but hey, they've been doing a really good job. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the keys of the week this week for September 11th, 2019. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Make sure to check out my other videos. And hey, see you next one. Peace.